Hi all, hope you all are doing well. Today in this video we are going to cover topic like how to install MongoDB on Windows operating system. We are going to see MongoDB installation step by step. We are going to use graphical user interface which is a MongoDB Compass through which we can connect with the MongoDB database, execute queries and achieve the CRUD operations. We are also going to use command line interface which is a MongoDB shell through which we can connect to the database as well and execute queries and achieve CRUD operations. So we have two options we are going to cover, like using MongoDB Compass graphical user interface, and another is a command line interface which is a MongoDB shell through which we are going to connect with the database. So let us see the MongoDB installation step by step. So first we need to download our MongoDB server. So here we can type MongoDB download and click. So first link you can see download MongoDB community server. You can click on that, and here you can scroll down. So we are at MongoDB community edition, and inside that we have option MongoDB community server. You can scroll down a bit and you can see this is the version. This is the current version of MongoDB and this is the platform. If you want to choose any previous version, you can click on this drop down and you can choose the respective version. If you want to install on Windows or any other operating system, you can choose that option from here. Right now we are going to use the current version and Windows operating system, so I will keep these two options as is. For package we have two options, like we can either choose MSI or zip. So right now we are going to use MSI. We can click on download button after that. Now I have already downloaded the setup, and once your download is complete, this will appear in your download folder with name like this one. Okay, so it has something 568 MB size of setup. Now once that is done, we can simply click on this, double click on this, so that our setup will start. Now we can click on next. We need to accept the terms in the license agreement. We can click on next. Here we have two options, like we can choose select complete or custom. So with complete, like it is recommended, and we can go with complete. Here we can see there is one more link, like Mongo shell must be installed separately from Windows installation. So here is a download link for that. So if we download, click on that link, we can see it will open in another tab, and in under tools we can see MongoDB shell. So okay, so here, as I told, as we have discussed a few minutes back, like we have two options to connect with MongoDB database. Like first is using MongoDB Compass, which provides a graphical user interface for us through which we can connect with database and do all the operations and execute queries and all. And another option is command line interface, which is MongoDB shell. This is the another option. Once we download this option, we can open the MongoDB shell through command line and execute all the queries which we can do from the graphical user interface. But MongoDB Compass is an best alternative to MongoDB shell, because it is not feasible to execute complex queries with MongoDB shell. Rather, we can use the graphical user interface, which is a MongoDB Compass, through which we can execute and run the complex queries and see the results visible on the UI. So in that sense, like it is better to use MongoDB Compass than command line interface, which is MongoDB shell. Now we can come to our installation part here. Like we can click on the complete button. Now here is a MongoDB as a service which run as a network service. Whenever our operating system will start, this service will run as a network service. Now here is a data directory wherein like our data will get stored. MongoDB data will get stored like collections and database. What all data we will have, that will be stored inside this one, and this is the log directory wherein our log files will be stored. So once we click on next button, like here, it will install the MongoDB Compass, which provides us graphical user interface to connect to with the MongoDB database. So here you need to check like this option should be checked, and you can click on next button to install the MongoDB. Fine. The setup will take couple of few minutes, so we will wait till it completes. Yes, we can see now MongoDB Compass is being installed and it will launch soon. Fine. So here is a user interface of MongoDB Compass, and this is the URL for new connection, and this is the port number which we can use to connect to MongoDB, and we can click on connect, and here we can see this is the databases, and these are the default databases like admin, config and local. Now here we can create our new database by clicking on this plus button here. Now here, as it is a MongoDB database, it is a non-SQL and document oriented database. So here everything what we create like a database, collections and documents, and these are in the form of documents only. uh, Unlike our relational databases, there is a predefined schemas for the tables and columns and data, so it does not follow any predefined schema. MongoDB database, as it is a non-structured database. So here we can create our database, like let's say if you want to create our product, the database name we can create as an product master, let's say, and here instead of table in relational database, here we can use our collection, and inside collection we can create documents, like in table we have rows, like in that in similar manner in a collection we have documents. So we can, now this is our database and this is our collection. Now we can click on create database, and we can see now we have our database and this is the collection. Now inside this collection we can create our document. So let us click on add button to create a document. We have two options: either we can import JSON or CSV file for multiple document insertion, or we can insert a single document. Right now we can click on insert document. Here we can insert our record or document. Let's say for product collection we can add product ID as an field. Now here we can say it's a one. We can add name, and here we can add name for this, like let's say user one. Next thing, like we can add category, and we need to add field in double quotes and as well as values in double quotes. Category we can say category 1, and here we can add one brand, and for brand we can say it's a BRD1. Okay, so this is the first document we are trying to insert. Now let us check. Yes, so you can see the format, like these are the field names and values. Likewise we can insert. Now we can see once we click on insert button, the document is successfully inserted into this collection, which is a product. Fine. Now similar way, if you want to add one more document, we can add it here. So let us add one more document so that we can check the update and delete operations on that. So let me add one quick document, one more document, like let's say product ID, and here we can mention as a 2, and here next field we can mention name. Here in we can say category 2, sorry, name user 2, and here we can next field like category, and here we can mention category 2, and finally we have brand column, and here we can mention brd2. Okay, fine. Now we can click on insert button. Now we have two documents inside product collection. Now if you want to edit any collection, let's say here we can, if we want to edit the second collection, we can hover on it, and at the right side we can see we have edit button. We can simply click on edit button and modify the value which you want. Let's say instead of user1 we can say customer, instead of user2 we are changing it to customer 2, and instead of category 2 we are changing it to basic, let's say basic category. Fine. Now we can update, click on update button. Yes, we can see the document is updated successfully. Similar way, if you want to delete any record, you can simply hover and on it, and click on delete button, and we can confirm for deletion. Yes, the document will get deleted. So this is about the CRUD operations using MongoDBCompass, which provides this user interface to connect with the MongoDB database and execute queries. And there are a lot many other options as well with this UI. So this is about the basic operations with MongoDBCompass. Now let us see how we can uh, perform the similar operations using command line interface. So we can finish this. Fine. Now we need to install the MongoDB shell. So for that we can simply click on this download button. Now I have already installed this MongoDB shell. So we need to extract it. Now before we extract it, we need to first check where exactly we can extract it to. Now here we have program files. Let's say now inside this we can check MongoDB. Fine. And this is the server. Okay, parallel to this server we need to extract the our shell, MongoDB shell. Okay, so fine. Now we can open one more. Here is our download folder. Now we can click on extract all, and we need to mention the path, like this is the same path. Fine. And we can click on extract, continue. So here we can see it is extracted successfully. Now we can check with MongoDB shell. We can click open the command prompt, and we can type mongosh. Now mongosh is not recognized command, so we need to do like this is our exe application MongoDB. We can copy this path and add into environment variable. Now we can go to path, and here we can edit and add new entry. Here paste this path, click on OK. Fine. We need to paste the path till bin, because we have this mongosh application inside this bin folder. Now we can try one more time. We can open the command prompt, and we can type mongosh. Now we can see it is showing the MongoDB shell. Fine, this is the version. So this, fine. Now what we can do, like if you want to see the databases, like we can use command show db. Yes, now these are the databases. Now we have just created this product master. Let's say if you want to create any database using this, like we can use create connection, and here we can add, let's say it's a, we can use product db as in the collection, and yes, we can see. Now if we run the same command like show dbs, it is not showing this newly connection which we have created, because we have not, we need to create some document inside this so that it will be visible inside this databases. Now we can use this, like use product underscore db. Now it is switched to this database. Now what we can do here, we can create one record or a document inside this. We can use db dot, let's say product underscore db dot, we can use insert. We have two options, we can use insert one, or for multiple insertion we can use insert many, and inside this we can add our actual document. Let's say it's a product id, and here we can add, here it's a number, and we can add name. So this is the new database we are going to create using command line interface, which is a MongoDB shell, and earlier database is a product underscore master, that is altogether different. And we are going to use the same field in new database. Like for name we are going to use, like let's say cust1, and here for category we are going to use cat1, and for brand we are going to use brd1, and let us install this. Yes, we can now we can check the database one more time. Now we can see the product db is appearing because we have inserted this document inside this collection. Okay, fine. Now this is about the insertion. If we want to update the record, like we can update, let us add one more record and check the updation and deletion. Let us add, here we can make it 2, category as a 2, customer as a 2, and product id as a 2, and we can insert it. Now it should show 2 records, right? So here we can call the query, like in order to fetch the records, like we can use db dot our collection name, which is product underscore db, and here we can use find method so that it will show all the document inside it. Now we have 2 documents which we have just created. Now if we want to update the second document, let's say we can use the update query, and here to update the document we have 2 options, like we can use update one to update a single record, and update many to update the set. Now here we need to update a single document, and here we can pass against which we want to update this record. Now here we can say for product id 2, and here we can add set, set, and here we need to complete this bracket it here, and let us check. Here we need to modify some entries, like here we can make it's 3 times 2 for each categories as well, and customer as well, and let us check if it modifies the record. Okay, Now here comma is missing. Let us add that. Fine. Yes. Let us retrieve all the record using find. Now you can see the record is not updated. Let us check what has. So here we need to add one more comma, one more bracket as well. Let's say here. Fine. Product ID. Okay. Here we don't need to set the product ID yet. Here we are updating the record against this product ID, hence we don't need to pass this. So in regular query execution, this is the where clause in simple term, and these are the fields which are going to get changed. Okay, here one bracket is extra. Now it is updated successfully. We can check by calling the find method. Now it is not updated. Let us check. Okay, sorry, there was a spelling mistake. It is like it is a product ID. It should be product ID, but it is prod ID. So let us update the first record with prod ID, and it will get updated because this is a spelling mistake, and it is as it is a schemaless means a non-SQL, so it is allowing all the fields, like even if it is considered as a new field, product ID, and it will allow to add that. Now we are going to update against this product ID, and these are the values which will get updated. Now let us check. Now it is product ID. So here also it's a product ID, so better we can make it as a product ID to update it. So here product, fine. Now it will update it, product ID. Yes, now you can see matched count is 1, modified count is 1. So due to spelling mistake it was not showing. Now we can see the record is updated successfully. So so with this, like, the updation is done. Now similar way, if you want to delete any record, like let's say we can simply call the delete one, and here is the product ID, which product ID which we are going to use as a one, and we can call this method and let us check. Yes, deleted count is 1. Now if you call the find method, we can see it is showing only one record because we have deleted this first record. With this we are done with all the CRUD operations. So this is about the MongoDB installation and the MongoDB Compass user interface and command line interface, which is MongoDB Shell. So we have covered all these points. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe the same this video. Thank you so much.